All right, guys, we have Frankensteined our own arrow. We'll call this the ultra micro diameter. And as you can see, it is quite slender. I got this at Home Depot the other day, 36 inches long. And then we cut off 10 inches, stiffen it up a little bit, so it's 26 inches to the knock tip that we Frankenstein on there. It was quite difficult trying to glue that on. Had to drill it out, hollow it out to put it over the shaft. And then I had to kind of cut into the metal a little bit and sand it up, get some friction going in order for the glue to adhere. But it is definitely in. So we'll see if that creates, I tried to slim it up a little bit. We'll see if that creates a friction point in our penetration test that we are going to be undertaking. And then I slanted the tip so it's sharp. It'll puncture a little bit better, but it's definitely not a broadhead. It's just a sharp tip. But with the small diameter, should give us quite an advantage. That was the previous smallest diameter head that we were shooting in our tests. So this is quite a bit smaller. We'll see if that makes a difference. Because we're really trying to figure out if we want to go recurve or if we want to stick with compound as far as perfecting an archery tool. Because it takes a lot of practice. It's not easy to be shooting both bows. You want to just put all your effort and hard work into one and get really proficient, as proficient as possible with it. So if you can see this, just about an 1/8 inch. See if I can show this here. And you can see we're just about an 1/8 inch. An 1/8 inch thick. And a 1/4 inch is right there, so 1/2 quarter, 1/8. So ideally, this is probably as small diameter as you could probably go with the bow. I mean, we're still pretty flexible, guys. I don't know. I don't know if the small diameter is going to make up for how flexible that shaft is. If we're too flexible, that's just going to erase our diameter advantage. Compare that now to a 250 spine arrow. Minimal flexing. I think this is close to about 2,000 spine. So that's double the spine of a 1,000 spine shaft. Here's a 1,000 spine shaft. Yeah, we're probably double that. What's interesting is this 10-inch piece of cut off is about a 100 spine. So it's pretty, it is pretty stiff, but your flight is going to be so terrible with such a short projectile, especially with your anchor point. This is just going to not, you're not going to be shooting this out of your bow. Let's take this and run it through some paper, see if we can't get a near perfect bullet hole. And whatever kind of tear we get, we're only going to shoot it about 5 times. Whatever kind of tear we end in, that's just what we're going to have to go with. And we're going to take it to the penetration station afterwards. Okay, I'll try one shot with fingers. But I'm pretty sure we're going to have better luck with the mechanical release. Get nice and close. Oh yeah. That was definitely not good. Well, there's our arrow. See if we can straighten this back out. All right, we straightened her back out as best we could. It's not completely straight, but close enough. All right, we're using mechanical release this time. We need clean flight. Can't have any of that bending, it's no good. See if we can get somewhat of a bullet hole. No. Definitely not a bullet hole. 3, 4. Oh. Look at those chairs. Boy, that's not good. We had one that was somewhat close, but they all went pretty bad. All right, guys, let's see if she can go through 5 jugs. I highly doubt it based on the paper tune that we had. It's pretty horrendous paper tune. Let's see what happens. Wow. That's insane, guys. This is why spine matters. Spine and perfect arrow flight with perfect axial alignment through penetration. It's way more important than diameter. Look at this. We didn't even get through 1 jug. And look at that, it went into the table, it redirected through the table. Wow. And look at this tail whip. You could tell that the force is going straight and that it could not maintain axial alignment. That's roughly like a 2000 spine arrow. Insane. Look at that bend. Couldn't even go through. It went through 1. Look at that. Look at the. Okay, that's the diameter. But look at the exiting diameter. That's probably, if I had to guess, that's about a 1/4 inch from my fingernail to the end of my skin. That's probably almost a 1/2 inch long. It's about as long as my nail. It's about a 1/2 inch. So 1/8 inch diameter with 2 week of spine gives you about a 1/2 inch hole. So there's some serious yaw and bend and flex that's creating a greater effective surface area than what this geometric surface area is actually. I don't know, guys, that really pushes me back to the compound from the recurve, because the compound is going to outperform the recurve all day and all night for perfect flight and a super stiff arrow. So that was our entrance right here, and we swung all the way up here like a 3-inch tear. And then the backside where we exited, if you can see that, about a 1/2 inch.